A very good morning, everyone. Thank you. A warm welcome to all the dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, staff, proud parents, and of course, our future healthcare heroes, the MBBS students of the batch 2024-25. Today is an incredibly a special day, marking the beginning of an extraordinary journey in the field of medicine. It is not just a ceremony, it is a rite of passage, a tradition that symbolizes your commitment to the noble art and science of healing. With these few words, I request our Assistant Registrar, Mrs. Kanmani, to kindly escort our dignitaries. Director Sir, Professor Rakesh Agarwal, Dean Academic, Professor Vikram Kate, Dean Research, Dr. D.M. Thapa, Medical Superintendent, Professor L.N. Durayrajan, and Student Advisor, Dr. Lata Chaturvedula, onto the stage, please. Thank you, Madam. Before we dive into the day's events, let's begin this auspicious occasion with a sense of reverence and gratitude, to invoke the blessings of the Almighty and to set a positive tone for the day. Let's all rise for the invocation song.
धन्वन्तरी स भगवानमृतत्वदाता यो वैद्यकस्य गुरुरादिरनादिकाला यो हार्तदेहमन आत्मसुखावहस्य नैरोग्यतस्य निदरां च नृणां हितस्य तस्यारणास्पदमहर्षिवरस्य शिष्य ये त्रेवयं प्रमुदिताननुभाग्यवन्तः देहप्रदीपितचरं सुचिरात् शुभायुः वेदस्य दीपामिह तत्पुरदोतरामः येन प्रभां वयमिहस्य विदद्य दिक्षु ज्योत्स्नां रुजातिशमने प्रभवेम दातुम् व्यादिव्यकात हृदयाय मानवाय देयं द्वितं भुवि कदापि च न किलैषः देयं द्वितं भुवि कदापि च न किलैषः देयं द्वितं भुवि कदापि च न किलैषः.
Thank you. Kindly be seated. It is now my privilege to officially welcome all respected dignitaries once again to this momentous occasion. I thank you all for taking your time off to be present here despite your busy schedules. I also take this opportunity to welcome a Professor of Examinations, Dr. Gladwin, Associate Dean Academic, Dr. Ravi Chitoria, Dr. Madhusudanan, Dr. Ela Murugan, Registrar, Mr. Mahesh, Assistant Registrar, Mrs. Kanmani, the heads of various departments, esteemed faculty members, staff of the Academic Examination Wing and the IT Wing, and the star of today's function, the newly joined MBBS undergraduates and their proud parents. As we move forward, we now come to a time-honored tradition, the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. This act signifies the dispelling of darkness and the ushering in of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. I would now like to invite Director Sir and other dignitaries on stage to come forward and light the lamp. Thank you. May this light inspire all of us to illuminate the lives of others through our knowledge and actions. And now, to motivate and inspire our young scholars, we will have some words of wisdom from our esteemed dignitaries. To begin with, please join me in welcoming Professor Lata Chaturvedula, a very lively student advisor who will address the students of the batch 2024-25. Madam, please.
Thank you, Raki, and very good morning to everyone. Respected Dr. Rakesh Agrawal, our Director, Dr. Tapa, our Dean Research, Dr. Karte, our Dean Academics, and Dr. Dore Rajan, our Medical Superintendent, all the Associate Deans, HODs, Registrar, Assistant Registrar, and most important, my dear students. And first of all, congratulations to all of you and also to the proud parents who are attending online, I suppose. Welcome to you to this institute. First of all, I'll proudly say that I am the senior most person sitting here, not this thing for being in JIPMER. I joined way back in 1986, so I can consider myself senior most. That means I have been a student of this place and I have continued to stay here. So one of the senior most alumnus of this institute. So I have this opportunity of interacting with you, and also thankfully I've been the student advisor for quite some time now. So welcome once again. Few things which I would like to address before I give up the mic to someone is first and foremost this discipline, which I think all of us should have, especially being in such institutes. Once we are disciplined, the rest of it falls in place. So discipline starts from getting up early in the morning and coming for the class, and you're all across the road, so it's not very far, hardly few steps. So many of you are there, so you're staying in the hostels, there may be a lot of rush, and also get up early, take bath, have your breakfast, and reach here by 7:45, not after the class starts. Though your attendance goes on till 8:05, you should be early to class. That is first and foremost thing. That means not getting up just at 7:45 and reaching the hospital. That's, the college, that's not correct. Please be on time. I'm sure all this you have done in school and it continues. Secondly, I always insist on dress code. See, after all, we are all going to be professionals, especially as doctors. We have to be presentable in front of patients, right? So I'm not saying wear exotic dresses. It should be simple but iron. No jeans. Okay, I might be standing here and being very strict, but I am. No jeans and no, for anyone, and no skirts, nothing. We all, being in South India, this is a tradition. Of course, salwar kameez is most welcome, and I don't expect you all to wear saris, though we used to wear as undergraduates. Come in formal clothes, and boys should iron your clothes, okay? We have Dobi facilities, lot of things will be told over the time. So please be presentable even for your undergraduate classes, not just the hospital. And another thing I would say is Pondicherry is pretty safe and JIPMER is a pretty safe place, but there are certain time limits, especially to the hostel. You can't go to the hostel beyond, enter the hostel beyond 11 p.m. in the night. Till then it's okay. You can roam around in the campus, it's very nice. You can go outside, we don't restrict, but try to be back by 11, because it's, wherever it is, it's not safe being late outside, right? Whether it's in the campus or elsewhere. Though JIPMER is one of the safest campus, I can vouch for it. Living here for past 38 years, I know how it is, though it has changed in leaps and bounds from trees to buildings, but still it is a safe place. That doesn't mean we'll let loose ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. That's very important. And one more important thing is interaction with your seniors. I think, remember, all of you, except maybe the day scholars, all of you are away from home, right? So this is your home away from home, and I'm sure many of you will say this is better than your home once you start staying here. So for that, what is necessary is you interact among yourselves. Numbers are too many. So earlier we were only around 65 in the batch. Now you are almost triple the strength, right? So first learn, get to know your own classmates. It's very important. And secondly, get to know your seniors. Interact with them. Just because someone asks your name and asks what your hobbies doesn't mean it's ragging. Remember, these are the people who are going to take care of you for the next 5.5 years you're going to be here, right? You interact with them. See, it's fun to interact with seniors. You should do away with the fear and all that. Talk to them nicely. They'll also be nice to you. And when you are, especially when you are ill, they're the ones who are going to help you. Okay, whether it is for academics, whether it is anything, seniors are the ones who are going to help you. And JIPMER has lots and lots of activities. You don't know how 5.5 years have passed. Either it is academics or, culturals, or lots of events keep taking place. Until unless you get involved in it, you will be alone. And anytime you feel low, don't lock up yourself in the rooms. You interact with seniors. You have a lot of faculty members. You'll be having mentors shortly. You can interact with any of the faculty members. It's okay. Everyone is not the same. Some may be, not very approachable. Some may be approachable. They may be scolding, something like that. Or some of them are too sweet. Anything. But remember, at the end of it, all of them are very nice. They love to interact with students. It all depends on how you want to meet them, when you want to meet them. So all that. And Pondicherry is generally a nice place, but the shores of Pondicherry and the sea is not very safe. It's pretty deep. So be very, very careful when you venture into the sea. You can go. We are not saying we don't go, but don't go too deep. Just on the shore is good enough. You please take your friends who are from Pondicherry, go along with them. It's better. And when you are out, especially when you are going for a longer trips or even for dinners late night, please inform the dean's office or even to me by a letter. That's better, because we should be aware of where you are going. And it's a rule that when you are leaving the hostel, that you give information by giving a letter to the hostel steward that you will be out. In case your parents are worried, or we want to know where you are, or someone asks about you, we should know where you are. Okay, so enjoy your stay here. I won't take too long. A lot of things to tell. Over a period of time, you get to know. And you'll all be divided into some committees, for sports committee or food committee or whatever committees which are there in JIPMER, L&D, and you have lots. Okay, you'll get to know. Please get yourselves involved, because it's very important. Academics are important. Along with that, these are also very healthy. And many things will be told by other dignitaries on the stage. So with this, I'll stop here. Have a nice day. Enjoy yourselves, be happy, and I'm sure you'll all do very well in life. Welcome once again, and All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lata, for those insightful and encouraging words. I now invite our very energetic medical superintendent, Professor L.N. Durairajan, to address the freshmen and enrich them with his words of wisdom. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Raki. Respected Director, Dr. Rakesh Agarwal, Dean Research, Dr. D.M. Thapa, Dean Academic, Dr. Vikram Kate, Student Advisor, Professor Lata, other officers of the academic section, heads of departments, faculty members, and most importantly, the students who have joined and their proud parents. At the outset, I congratulate you. I can tell you that it's no mean achievement that you have joined JIPMER through a very tough competitive exam. So you and your parents deserve all the congratulations for having achieved this. Can I continue? Yeah. Dr. Lata had already introduced you to various aspects of the institution. This is the first time you are stepping out of your homes. For many of you, of course, some of you must have been in boarding schools and hostels of coaching classes. But most of you would be stepping out of your school for the first time, stepping out of your homes for the first time. And so this must be a really, you'll be looking forward to an exciting career here. But it also means that many of you who have come from various states of the country, there could be challenges like language that is spoken, especially outside the campus, and by some of the staff or the mess workers who talk to you in the hostels also. The food would be different. The rotis that you have in North India is different from the one that you would taste here in this hostel. And from a disciplined life you had in school with the guidance of your parents, you are now going to exercise self-discipline and have to pursue your education, a lot of which is self-driven. So all these are challenging, and you will enjoy it, but some of you may not like it. So my suggestion is that you stay connected with your parents. Besides the seniors and friends who will help you, your parents would also be a tremendous source of support, though they may be living elsewhere. So stay connected with them. As a medical superintendent, I would like to introduce you to JIPMER Hospital. It's a very fine hospital with about 2,000 beds. It has virtually all the specialities, subspecialties. And so as undergraduate students, while you are going through clerkship, internship, and other postings, you will get the best opportunities for learning. This institution has some of the finest laboratories and imaging systems to support diagnosis. So what you read in book, you will get opportunities to actually see it and experience it in real life. So it's a great opportunity for you to learn. So don't miss your postings in the wards. Attend to them diligently in your subsequent years. I would expect all of you would stay healthy with all the techniques that Dr. Lata had mentioned to you, but in case you fall ill, we have opportunities for free treatment. There is a staff case sheet that will get made, so to help you during illness. That's about it from my side, and with these few words, I wish you all the very best and a glorious career in medicine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure our students feel more inspired. Next, I welcome our dynamic Dean Research, Professor D.M. Thapa, to share his thoughts with the new MBBS students.
Good morning. Yes, respected Director, Dr. Rakesh Agarwal, our beloved Dean, Academics, Dr. Vikram Kate, our Medical Superintendent, Dr. Alan Durirajan, and student advisor Miss Lata Chaturvedula. Right. Sorry for the mistake. Dear faculty members and dear students and proud parents of these students, we welcome you to the JIPMER. Do you know the expansion of JIPMER? Okay, so the last part of it is the research. Okay, so you may be thinking about why the Dean Research should be addressing you. So we have some programs for you to inculcate the habit of critical thinking and think about what you are reading in the books, from where it has come. And many things don't remain the same in the books because they go on changing. And why they are changing? Because the things are changing, the climate is changing, people are changing in habits, the social habits, everything. The way we are living, eating, it's changing, and the way we are moving from one part of the globe to the another part of the globe. So we are becoming a global community sort of thing. So we need to know about what is happening in the population, as well as in the communities and in the globe as such. So you know the example is COVID-19, the epidemic which has come, and how we managed it successfully. For you as a students, so we have the ICMR funded the short-term research projects, and then we have in the institute also a scholarship type of thing which fund the G.J. Strauss scholarships, which is given to the some 25 to 26 of you who will successfully compete and will find their names there. Each year they are being selected and they are being given this. And students are also yearly, they are being involved in the conduct of a conference called Connaissance. So this Connaissance is a educational and research based conference which is organized by students and for the students. So you will all will work for the success of this conference, and each batch is given this duty yearly basis. So you will have a number of opportunities with the faculty members. So you have to interact with the faculty members, fine tune your proposals and submit it to the ICMR or to the institute, whatever these scholarships are available, where you can be funded for that thing. So with these things, I will welcome you to the JIPMER, and I hope you will continue to work hard and learn also the research component. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You surely have motivated them to take on the challenges ahead. Before we move on to the next speaker, we will be doing a little arrangement of the chairs here. Okay. I request our dignitaries to please take their chairs. Please now join me in welcoming our charismatic Dean Academic, Professor Vikram Kate, who will now address the MBBS batch of 2024. The lights?
Very good morning to everybody in the hall, and it's my pleasure to welcome the batch of 2024. You'll be known as the batch of 2024 today, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, and 50 years from now. That is the identification you're going to have being the JIPMER students. Our esteemed director, Professor Rakesh Agrawal, Dean Research, Professor D.M. Thapa, Medical Superintendent, Professor L.N. Dorarajan, and our student advisor, Professor Lata Chaturvedla. Associate Deans, Professor Examination, Registrar, esteemed faculty members, and the special guest for today, the proud parents of the students who have joined us online, staff from academic and exam wing, and most importantly, the brilliant minds of the future. Welcome to the esteemed journey of becoming medical professionals. I know, you know, and everybody knows that this is a very, very important and pivotal moment in your lives as you step into the hallowed portals of this renowned institution. As we know, medicine is not merely a profession. It is a vocation that calls for empathy, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to improving the life of others. All of you are the young minds who are sitting here. I know they have lots of challenges ahead of them, but they must be beaming to start in their courses in medicine. You will have difficulties to test your knowledge, fortitude, and character, but remember, it is through overcoming these challenges, what you face, you'll truly evolve and excel in this institute. As you learn the intricacies of human body, the art of making a diagnosis, and the science of healing, always remember the essence of your journey. And this will be the most important essence, that patients will place their trust in your hands during the most vulnerable moments. And it is your responsibility to treat each encounter with the utmost respect and empathy. This is extremely important because initially this will become one of the most important points to learn. And of course, beyond the classroom, take every opportunity to immerse yourself in the diverse experiences that lie ahead. Embrace the richness of patient interactions, which you will have very soon. Delve into research, which our Dean Research has just now given the opportunities, shown you the opportunities that pushes the boundaries of medical knowledge, and engage in community service to understand the broader impact of your actions. In this journey, collaboration and camaraderie will be your strongest allies. As I said, batch of 2024, you will have a very strong cohesion for many, many years and many, many decades. Forge meaningful connections with your peers, for they will be a lifelong support, as has been highlighted by Professor Lata. Together, you will inspire and also challenge one another to reach the greater heights when you compete with each other during your academic and extracurricular exercises. Always stay curious, for medicine is a dynamic field that constantly evolves with new discoveries and innovations. Never shy away from asking questions. You have come from schools which must be the top schools in your areas. You must be interacting with your class teachers. You must be having coaching classes where you have frequent interactions. The similar type of interaction should continue in the classes ahead so that it will help you to push the boundaries of your own understanding. Be open to lifelong learning. For your education does not end with graduation, post-graduation or further studies. It is a lifelong commitment for everybody who becomes a doctor. The day you feel that you have learned enough and you don't have anything further to learn, the downhill will start. As you walk through these halls and enter the world of medicine, always remember impact of your actions. Your dedication, knowledge and kindness will touch countless lives. So let your passion for healing and your dedication to the well-being of others be your guiding light in this incredible journey. A short intro I'll give about the curriculum, which you must be familiar. So this is what we have, the 4 phases of MBBS. The first year, what you have, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. It will be for 1 year, following which will have 4 subjects for 1.5 years. Then again 3 subjects for 1 year, followed by the last year, which will have medicine, pediatrics, surgery and OG. This is a brief of eligibility to appear in professional examinations. That's the attendance and internal assessment. Both these things you have to satisfactorily come, and this is just the minimum percentage which is mentioned. That does not mean that you have to target for the minimum. You always have to target for the maximum, and that's the pass in professional examination. As has been told earlier, definitely this is a no ragging institution. You are well protected. You are also having, you will be given guidance throughout. You should not have any difficulty, and these are the senior faculty who can be contacted. We also have a anti-ragging committee put on the website. All numbers, everything, all contacts are there. Everywhere it will be displayed, in the hostel, in the institute. And these in short about the punishment for ragging. And I am very sure that you will not have any of these problems. But as Professor Lata has mentioned, that you have to have good interactions with your senior. Unless and until you have that, you will not open up well in the institute and college. We have legal cell for Northeast students, and Professor Pampa is the chairperson for that. Hostel accommodation, students who are staying there, kindly pay your fees on time and you will be gradually told in detail about this. This also has been stressed earlier, dress code has to be a formal wear. We have good library facilities. We have lots of awards and prizes and medals to be won. Have a very healthy competition amongst yourself. We have Wi-Fi facilities, and of course we have the JSA, the JIPMER Students Association, which actually will involve you very much very soon, and you will involve yourself in the co-curricular and extracurricular activities. We have a student welfare center on the 3rd floor of this same building, and these are the contact numbers. Feel free. Every day there is a opportunity from Monday to Friday to contact the people. Professor Dr. Raj Lakshmi, Associate Professor of Physiology, she is in charge of this, and you have, the number is already given there. Feel free to interact. If any possible, slightest possible requirement is there, don't hesitate at all. It is just for you. Student Welfare Center doesn't mean that you are somebody separate, you are somebody different from others. Everybody is free to go there and interact with the people. It will always help you if you have any sort of difficulty. So once again, welcome to this noble pursuit. The world awaits your brilliance, your compassion and a transformative contribution to humanity. And I take this opportunity to congratulate you all, and may your time here be the beginning of a remarkable adventure filled with profound learning and fulfillment. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, sir. As usual, you have spread your valued messages in a positive tone. Last but not the least, dear students, you are indeed very fortunate to hear now from a very brilliant, experienced leader, our director, Professor Rakesh Agarwal. On to you, sir.
Thanks, Rakhi. Good morning, everyone, including all the senior people, including faculty members in the room, the newly joining students of the batch of 2024 and their proud parents, who I believe many of them are online. Let me begin, as everyone else has done, by welcoming the incoming batch, the new crop. To some extent, all of us here in JIPMER are like the farmers who's always waiting for a new crop to come, because that's what they are working for. And really speaking, though public may look at us as a patient care service providing hospital, our primary job is teaching and to bring to this world a new set of doctors every year, and for that we need seed, and that's what you are. You are the seed on which we will work for the next 5.5 years, and this process needs to be repeated. That's the way teaching is. I am always reminded of my teachers in school who taught me how to write a vertical line, and that means I, and a vertical line, and then a horizontal line, and that means T. And they did it year after year, and that's what we are supposed to do. And we are very happy. We very eagerly look forward to a new crop every year, and we are very happy to have you here. Welcome. And of course, not only do I welcome you, I also congratulate you, because we realize that it is difficult to get into JIPMER with our high NIRF ranking and other rankings. So it's only a selected few who make it. You are lucky, and of course we are lucky because we get to the best seed, so we are able to enjoy very bright and intelligent students. JIPMER is a very old institution. Our history extends to 1863, when the then French government set up, this is in French, what it means is a school of medicine in Pondicherry, and then this was converted in 1956 to something called Dhanvantari Medical College. At that time, we were located in what is today the building that houses the Assembly of Pondicherry. And then in early 1960s, these buildings were constructed in 1964. We moved here. Pandit Nehru had died a few months earlier, and in his honor, we were named after him. So the primary thing that we are supposed to do is these three domains, and the leaders in these three domains have talked to you, and I am supposed to talk to you about some other issues, which also is going to be somewhat of a repetition. We in medicine call it reinforcement. So whatever way, you'll have to go through this. But before I move on with that, I also have some faculty members here, and let me take this opportunity to have a break and let each of them introduce themselves. So we'll start from here, yeah. So.
Hello, dear students. I'm Dr. Rakhi Biswas. I am Additional Professor of Microbiology and the Associate Dean Academic here. I will be interacting very close with you, and please feel free to contact me with any problem or anything that is plaguing your mind. Always there for you, and just give a time when you would like to come and meet. I'll make myself free. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Gladwin, Professor of Anatomy as well as Professor of Examination. We'll meet soon and then we'll interact in coming days.
We take exams very seriously. But at the same time, he has a very kind heart. If there are problems, till they are within the rules, he would make every exception, right? But if you are beyond the rules, if you don't have attendance, if you don't have internal assessment, he cannot help. If you have been unwell, he might be able to help. So, but he's an important person whom you should know. Yeah.
Hi, good morning all. I'm Dr. Ilamurugan. I'm additional professor in surgery and associate in academics. I have opportunity to interact with students in lot of student-related activities, both curricular and extracurricular activities. So you can contact me anytime. We have already met during the admission process. We had given instructions. So hope we'll have a better interaction next time. Thank you.
Mahesh ji.
Good morning to all of you. On behalf of the academic section, I welcome all our new students to the most prestigious institution of India, JIPMER, and I request you to contact me, myself, Mahesh, registrar in the academic section, for any administrative assistance you require regarding classes or regarding a scholarship or regarding any concessions you require or any help. Please feel free to come to me or to my assistant registrar, Madam Kanmani Madam, or to any of our staff in the academic section. We are very student friendly, as said, within the ambit of the rules and regulations as said by our director. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Sharbari Basu, professor in biochemistry. You are welcome to come to me for anything regarding your academics and anything other than academics too. Thank you.
You'll need to turn.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Dr. Prashant Adole, additional professor of biochemistry. I welcome you all. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. So I just want to say there is no elevators to the top. You need to take the stairs. So go slow, enjoy, empower yourself, learn to say no, and ask help. So I'm Dr. Sarasu, professor and head of the department anatomy. We will be your travel mate for the next 365 days. Please come and ask us. Thank you.
What she meant was not only elevators in life, she also meant elevators in the building. They exist, but they are not supposed to be used if you can walk. Yeah.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you. My name is Kadiravan. I am a professor in the Department of Medicine. And looking back, I would say undergraduate days are the best days of your life. So feel free, enjoy yourself, and don't forget to learn. These are the formative years which will carry you through all along. All the best.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Madhusudanan from Nuclear Medicine. Okay. Sir, I have been with them along with Dr. Nivedita. We are coordinators of foundation course, so we are here with them since 8 a.m. in the morning. Welcome you all to the course.
Good morning, all. I am Dr. Ramesh. I am the professor and head of Department of Ophthalmology, and also parent to one of your batchmates. So welcome to JIPMER. I also take care of few things, sports. So there is a, except for AIMS and JIPMER, there is no other place where you will have a swimming pool and a huge, massive indoor stadium where all of you can come and play badminton, table tennis, and few other things. Welcome to JIPMER.
Good morning. I am Dr. Ramesh, professor and head of biochemistry. And congratulations and welcoming all. Me and my department and faculties will be there with you for the next 12 months, taking for your classes. Once again, welcome you all.
They are saying 1 year, but remember, anatomy and biochemistry are going to stay with you for the whole life.
Good morning. I am Dr. Basant Manjari Naik, additional professor and head of the Department of Physiology. So welcome you all to JIPMER and all the very best for your future endeavor. I think we will be all throughout the year we will be interacting. If you have any academic or non-academic problems, any issue, you can approach me. That is my phone number also displayed in website. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Dr. Vidya, Assistant Professor of Anatomy. So, warm welcome to one and all present here. My hearty congratulations too. See, knowledge is your power and this is the right place. Use it wisely. Thank you.
What will we do about you people? You come in front because otherwise everybody's neck will have a...
Good morning to all of you. I'm Dr. Vinod Chaudhary, Additional Professor of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. So our subject will be in second MBBS. So we'll be interacting that time. But however, most of the boys staying in Harvey 3. So tomorrow we'll be interacting with you, with Dr. Nandisha, Warden of Harvey 3, and I'm Deputy Warden of Harvey 3. Okay, tomorrow we'll be interacting with you. Any problems are there, you let us know, boys who are staying in the Harvey 3. Okay. So already I have interacted with few students when they accommodate in our Harvey 3 hostels. Okay, welcome you. Thank you, sir.
So good morning everybody. Myself Dr. Ganesh Kumar, Professor and Head of the Department of Preventive and Social Medicine. So warm welcome to the JIPMER, and it will be one of the enjoyable subject, community medicine. So you'll be there till 7th semester, first semester to 7th semester. So you can enjoy a lot in our subject, in addition to other subjects. I'm not. So warm welcome, and if you have any doubts, any problems, please feel free to interact with us. Okay. Thank you all.
Congratulations, good morning, and welcome to JIPMER. I'm Nandakishore. I'm from the batch of 1992. Without any doubt, 1992 to 98 was the best part of my life, and I hope the same happens to you too. Over the years, I've ended up in the Department of Surgery and Emergency Medicine, and you can find me in the second floor of the hospital block. Message, this course is easy if you are aware of time. If you miss that, then the course becomes hectic and tough. So it's quite easy if you know how to handle your time, because otherwise you are very bright kids. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome everyone to this prestigious institution, JIPMER. I'm Jayaprakash from the Department of Medical Education. Our department conducts various academic training programs for faculty as well as for residents and MBBS students. As far as MBBS is concerned, we are responsible for your foundation course, which starts from 11:30 onwards, of course with the support of our 3 coordinators. So our department is a multidisciplinary department. So whatever problems you have with respect to academic, wherever you need academic guidance and counseling, you are always welcome. Wish you all the best and wish you all success in all your endeavors.
Good morning. You have already seen my face, right? I was very happy to find that your batch is very active and very able to express your opinion. I hope that goes on for the rest of your time here in JIPMER for the next 5 years, all right? So for academic things, we all teachers will be interacting with you for the time period that we are going to teach you. But my request is, feel free to talk about your academic and non-academic things to any of the teachers, any of the faculties you find comfortable with. Feel like a JIPMER family. Welcome again.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Jagdishan, currently the rotating head of the Department of Radiation Oncology. As MBBS graduates, you might be interacting with us probably as electives and through the modular teaching courses held by the major departments like medicine and surgery. From my side, I was on your side around 25 years ago. Now I have moved on to the faculty side, so probably you will also have better futures in your life. And I don't want to give you any advice. You will have enough place to get these advices from. One single point is, you have come here to learn, have fun, and then enjoy your life. So I think you can fit into all these roles as you feel.
Thank you. So all these 3 areas you have heard about, I'm going to talk to you about some other general things, and some of those also you may have already heard from us. So we do want you to study. That actually is the prime objective, and as Dr. Jagdishan said, it is possible to combine multiple things, and that's exactly what you also heard from Dr. Nandakishore. Be cognizant of time. Split it into aliquots, have one aliquot for studies and one for other things, and we have all these facilities and we expect you to make use of this. Without physical activity, it is very difficult to study, and we would like you to have an active lifestyle, to play, to exercise, to develop other skills. So this is the huge stadium that we have outdoor. We have a swimming pool, you've heard about it. Around the campus, we have very interesting plants. We have very interesting birds. For those of you who wake up early, the chirping of birds in the campus is very enjoyable. To me, it gives a very nice start to the day, listening to the birds in the campus in the morning. There are a lot of co-curricular activities. So again, continuing with sports, our students are excellent in cultural activities, in debates. Connaissance you've heard about. So this is a conference that we have where students organize a scientific conference so as to present the research that students have done in JIPMER and in other institutions, other medical colleges around the country. The students used to have TEDx talks. We haven't had one in 2-3 years after COVID, but hopefully I believe they are going to start again. We also have some cultural programs, and of course, you are in Pondicherry. Pondicherry is one of the most beautiful cities. For those of you who are from outside Pondicherry, there are parts of the city where if you go, having been to France 3 or 4 times, I can tell you that it is no different from how that country looks. We have the sea, the beach, and that by itself is a place that you can enjoy, that you can feel very relaxed. The waves, the sound that comes from them is very relaxing, and whenever you are stressed, that can be a useful place for you to relax. Some more pictures taken from there. The sunrise is beautiful. Unfortunately, I haven't put my pictures from yesterday that I took on the beach. I can tell you that this can be a very beautiful place to go. Some of these images will stay with you. What nature offers is bountiful in this part of the country. However, when I talk to you about the sea and the beach, I would be failing in my duty if I don't warn you. You would see boards such as this, swimming prohibited. Even if you don't see these, please remember what Dr. Lata said, and I'm trying to reinforce. The shelf, the ocean shelf here is very steep. It goes down very quickly, and the waves can at times be very strong. A small lack of attention for a few seconds, for even a part of a second, can sometimes be extremely risky. You may not like my saying this, and we often don't like to say these things when we are at functions such as this, but I think one of the saddest days in my life at JIPMER has been a day last year when we lost a student to the waves. So my request to each of you to please be careful when you visit the sea, respect the ocean. Nature is something that we cannot disrespect. The power of nature is immense. Now, going back to what we are here for an MBBS course. Remember, you are all very young. Many of you would be 17, maybe some are 18, 19, and you are joining JIPMER at this age, at the threshold of adulthood, late adolescence, and you will be here for 5.5, 6 years, and you will be leaving as professional doctors. So you're going to be transformed from relatively raw young boys and girls to mature professionals over this period, and this needs an extensive transformation so that what you are today would no longer be recognizable at the end of those 5 and 6 years. Does somebody want to hazard a guess what this is? Google Lens? Somebody wants to put it in Google Lens? Okay, so this is actually how, if you were to take gold and precipitate it, if you dissolve it in something called aqua regia, which is a mixture of hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, and then precipitate it out, this is how gold looks like. We can't even recognize. And that's something where you are today. And then, through a process of heating, we take it to, and we get gold as we recognize it. That needs heating to a very high temperature, and similarly, we need to work on you to change you from 17, 18-year-old girls and boys to professionals. Therefore, these 5 to 6 years are going to be very hectic. They are going to be stressful. We would have measures, we take measures to try and make it less stressful, but each person's threshold for stress is different. Also, there could be stresses from many other things that I'll talk about. And if you think that it is becoming too stressful, we have support available, but please ask for it. And the biggest problem that we have, that we see when people come in, last 2 or 3 years before they come to college, all that they have heard from their parents and family members is, and that's the biggest Indian lie, work hard beta for 2 or 3 years. Once you get into college, then life will be made, then you can relax. Unfortunately, that's the biggest lie. But then we need those lies so as to encourage people. That's why you are here. But then we need to also teach you that you are capable. The fact that you have made it here, you can make it to the next step. That is the first surest proof that you can make it through. If you could do with that stress, you can do with the next one. So there will be different language, there will be different culture, there will be different food. Many of you would have lost your closest friends back home who were with you in school and are no longer with you now. For many of you, this is going to be the first time away from home. There will be loneliness, there will be homesickness. You can't go into the lap of your mom any longer, something that many of you might be accustomed to, or for that matter, father. The pace of learning and the method of teaching is going to be different. In school, there is much more didactic teaching. Teachers talk to you much more directly, whereas once you reach college, it is expected that we teach you. We expect you to read a lot on your own, and we expect that if you have a question, the teacher is not going to go and ask you whether you have any question. It's much more expected that you would walk up to the teacher. Surely they'll be open. Again, different teachers may be different in this regard, but there will always be teachers around who will be open to your questions, and they would be willing to try and give answers to your questions. And if for some of you the questions may be very esoteric, maybe of a much higher level, they would even make an effort to find answers to your questions if they don't have them ready and bring them to you. Also, the frequency of exams is very high, and you need to appear in those exams, and that also may be stressful. One important thing that happens in institutions such as ours is all the students who come, or nearly all of them, have been top rankers in their own schools in the first 2, 3, 4. But now when we have a class of 180 plus, obviously everybody cannot be 1, 2 or 3. So everybody will not be able to retain the top spot. The important thing is not whether you are 1, 2 or 3 today, because if you are very good, even if you are not among the first 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is you are your own benchmark. You have to see that you know sufficiently, you are doing well, and that's something you can assess. Exams help, they do tell you your relative position, but I think what we want is that even the 180th person should be among the best doctors in the country when they pass out, and that's where we are. Also, there will be additional sources of stress. Curriculum, exams, that would mean that you would not have your leisure activities and hobbies that you had earlier. Maybe some of you played guitar and now you would no longer have that guitar here because that's lying at home in another city. Maybe you played some game and you had a partner with whom you played and the partner is no longer here. So also, maybe not in the first year as much, but as you go along, you will be seeing sick patients, you will be dealing with people who have serious illness, who are close to death, and that by itself can in the beginning be very stressful. But whatever it is, one has to find ways to avoid stress. People before you have done it. Therefore, people in your batch will also be able to do it. But it helps if you understand that your purpose here is to become a good professional, a good doctor, a good caretaker, and not merely gain knowledge of medicine and medical subjects. My suggestion, my request to you is to keep in touch with your hobbies and interests. If you played guitar, please try and get your guitar here. If you did something else, make sure that you keep in touch or develop new hobbies. We have everything. We have people who are into music, we have people who are into fine arts, sports, yoga, meditation. Look around and you would find people who with similar interest and join them. It will be up to you to go and join them, but once you join, you'll find people are warm, people are welcoming. Join the activities of the JIPMER Students Association. You've heard about it. Soon in November, I think we have Spandan. We used to have it in September, but now that the admissions have been delayed from July, so Spandan also, we have kind of postponed it to November so that there is time after you join for you to join those activities related to Spandan, which is our annual festival of students, where students from many other medical institutions come in, and we have a week of activities unrelated to teaching. Limit the use of social media. Phones are a good way to keep in touch with people, but various social media tools that are available on the phone are not, they also have advantages, but overuse can be bad. There is clear evidence to show that excessive use of social media leads to isolation. People just become between me and my phone rather than interact with people. Instead, it is better that you walk out of your rooms, walk around with your friends and make a social circle. Face-to-face communication with a fellow human being helps relieve stress, and these people could be your classmates, these could be your seniors, these could be your teachers. Stress is universal, we can't avoid it, but we can easily manage it provided we think of the ways by which we can do that. As budding healthcare professionals, it's important for you to realize the importance of being healthy and fit. Have good sleep at night. I know your generation doesn't believe in sleeping early, but try and do it so that you have had sufficient sleep before it is time to wake up and get to the class. On exam days, things may be different, but around the year, it would be important for you to ensure that you get good sleep. A routine of exercise and yoga, or whatever you believe in. If you believe in jogging, go for jog. That would help you being physically fit and emotionally fit. And already the importance of attendance and studies has been emphasized. So that would need good time management, and that's what was said. Divide your time, have a schedule, and try to go according to that. And these are things that I would like you to keep away from. Stress very often leads to students taking to smoking, alcohol, drugs. In the short run, immediately, these will appear to reduce your stress and make you feel better, but they are very harmful. They are habit forming, and in the long run, they will only harm your health and are of no use. And the problems would actually become worse because you had a problem of stress, and now you'll have second problem of either nicotine intake or of alcohol or drug intake, and that's extremely challenging. So my request to each of you, please, please, please keep away from these. Your primary purpose here is to learn and become better professionals, better citizens, and these are things which will detract you from your objective. An important thing that you must learn, compared to any other profession, medicine is a profession where communication skills are the most important. Maybe journalism is the only other, and politics are possibly the only other fields where you need communication skills more than the doctors do. We need to communicate with our peers, we need to communicate with teachers and all our life with patients, public, patients' relatives, families, everybody. It's important that your communication is clear, concise, so that you can do it in small amount of time. It is precise, people interpret exactly what you meant, and honest. For that you need to be confident, you need to be responsive, look at the other person, think what that person is willing to receive information at that time or not. You have to have respect for others. make them sit down, talk to them gently, give them respect. You have to have respect for other languages. People may not speak your language. People may not wear the clothes that you wear. People may not have the kind of social customs that you have, but still you need to respect them. You need to respect their viewpoints. And especially in medicine, because we deal with sick people, people who are stressed because their family member is close to death, we need to have empathy. All these are skills that you will develop, you need to develop, and you should develop. And these are the skills, in addition to learning medicine, the knowledge of medicine, that are going to be your biggest asset during life. And my request to each of you is, please pay special emphasis on learning communication skills. And now this slide is for the parents who are online. As I have said, your children are going to be going through a tough course. They are going to be stressed, and you need to help. They cannot navigate the path entirely by themselves. Please keep in touch with your son or daughter. Phone calls, video calls will be better than just sending SMSs. You need to continue to provide them support that you have been providing till now. And this is going to be the most important in the initial 6 months to a year. It is important for you to know who their friends are, get from them details of who their friends are, have their phone numbers, keep in touch with their friends also, so that just in case you can't reach your son or daughter, you know whom to talk to, who would know. If you notice during your conversations on phone, or when they visit home, or when you visit them, that there is a change in their emotions and behavior, please be alert. That could be a warning that things are not going right, and we would strongly encourage you at that time, visit them, visit your child, find out more details, get in touch with us, the Dean's office, the associate deans, the academic section, and we'll try and do our best. If you have a family member or a friend in town, encourage your children to visit them and encourage them to keep in touch with your child. As has been said, and we will repeat any number of times, we have a very strong anti-ragging policy. You already got the names, and you must have got the phone numbers of people who are on the anti-ragging team, and in case of any issue, please contact them. But that does not mean that you should not interact with seniors. It's they who are best equipped to tell you how to go through the system. In JIPMER, if you have any problem and you need to do something in the city, where to go, what to do, how to go, they have done it the most recently, and in many senses they would be better in informing you about those things than even the teachers. Yes, but if things cross a line, please do inform us. All of you have cell phones? I'll request you to take a picture of this. So I'm going to stop here. This is a phone number that you can reach if you are stressed, if you have some unusual thoughts, if you need. And this is a number which is for not only you, it's for all resident doctors, it is for faculty, it is for all staff. If we need any kind of psychological help, this is a number where you call. They will either call you back, one of these numbers, they will call you back, or they would pick up the phone, or they'll call you back very soon. Whatever you talk to them will be confidential, and they will try to help and find out a solution, and if need be, they will contact others so as to make sure that your issues are resolved. Also, the Dean Academic, and you know his office, and the Associate Deans, they are located on 3rd floor of this building. You can walk in there. The Associate Deans are there, the Registrar is there, Madam Kanamani is there, the Dean himself is there. For issues related to research or hospital, you can contact the Dean Research and Medical Superintendent. You have just seen them, you have met them. They are extremely friendly. The moment you say, I'm a JIPMER student, and especially if you are wearing an ID card around your neck, right? And that's the importance of wearing your ID card all the time. You're going to be treated very, very differently. And of course, I know you won't need it, but if there is a need, you can reach me. If you don't inform us, then we cannot take corrective steps. So the onus of informing that there is an issue is on you, and then trying to do everything possible, though of course we may not be able to do everything, but we'll try our best. That promise we have for you. And some other pieces of advice: medicine is different from other fields. We may think all fields are similar, but they are not. The society looks at us, the students and practitioners of medicine, very different from those in other professions. When you go to the hospital, if you are having an ID card, if you are wearing your white coat, this is the most important possession you have. This is, if anything I have earned in my now nearly, 46 years time that I was in a chair like you on that side, is basically this white coat and the respect that it brings you. People will think of you and treat you as doctors, and it will make you feel nice. Also, we will give you much more respect and independence. We don't have a hostel curfew like many other colleges have, but society also expects you to have a greater sense of responsibility and probity. So, you see all of us, what are we wearing? We are very proud of our white coats. That's what distinguishes us from people, and that's how we expect you to be dressed. So think of us, which one do you like if you have to go to a doctor? There are clearly scientific studies showing that number 2 is what people favor. Same here. And so please remember, people expect slightly different behavior, whether it is in the hospital and to some extent even outside the campus. If you behave irresponsibly outside the campus, the name of JIPMER comes down, and that is something, if that comes down, the value of your degree goes down. So as I said, to summarize, we love to take care of you. However, not in the emergency as trauma patients. Please walk or cycle around the campus, do not drive. It's a small compact campus. You can reach everywhere by walking, and who can exemplify it better than your student advisor? You can see Lata. I have never seen her driving around the campus except when she is going out of the campus, and in her quick swift walk she will reach anywhere within 2 minutes. So that's my request to all of you. And if you do drive, please take all precautions. We get a lot of head injuries every day in the emergency. Ask Dr. Nandkishore. So please wear helmets. That's an important safety precaution. Don't drink and drive. Don't talk on the cell phone and drive. And again, not have 3 people on a two-wheeler, not more than 2, please. We want you to be safe. Pondicherry traffic is different. You need to be cautious. Always carry your ID card with you, so that in case there is any mishap, people know where to reach, where to take you. And so I have already said that, but I again want to emphasize, walk as far as possible, at least in the campus. And this is something that some faculty members talk to me about, and I personally feel very strongly about, so I'm putting this slide for this year specifically. While you are walking around the campus, it's perfectly acceptable and to smile and say hi, good morning, whatever you wish to, when you cross somebody whom you meet. If it's a faculty member, if it's the dean, if it is me, we are finding a new trend that students, all other staff members, when they cross you, they'll say good morning, they'll say hi. Somehow students feel a bit afraid to say hi to a faculty member. Why should that be? In the classroom, we are teacher and the taught. Outside the classroom, it's perfectly fine. If we meet on the beach having a walk, perfectly fine to walk up and say hi. At the most, what will I do? If it is morning, I'll possibly take you for a cup of tea or coffee to a restaurant. If it is evening, maybe I'll say, okay, let's go and have an ice cream. That's all that would happen. We are not going to ask you questions about your teaching at that place. So after the 5.5 years, where are we? What do we expect out of you? We expect seeing you at a convocation. That's the annual celebration of people who have passed out. It's a very formal function, and then people come there, get their degrees, get their awards, and that's where we want to see you. And I'm sure we'll see all of you on that day 6 years later. Thank you, best wishes, and welcome once again to JIPMER. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for being the guiding light for the newbies. As we now approach the close of the ceremony, I would like to invite Dr. Ela Murugan Associate Dean Academic, on stage to propose the vote of thanks, please.
Hello, good morning again. I would like to start by thanking the dignitaries who are on stage and who are there now. The director, the Dean Research, Dean Academics, Medical Superintendent, Student Advisor, HODs of various departments and faculties who could make their time out and share their wisdom, wishes and blessings with our students. I believe these words will make a marked difference in their life in JIPMER and even after. Next, I thank the staffs of the academic section and the exam section for making the arrangements for the conduct of this program. I thank the IT wing for the live transmission for the parents who could not come. Then for the parents who are joining us online, just keep supporting us as the director has requested in this new journey. And I hope you will stand along with us in making them a better human in the society. Last but not the least, I thank the students. We are glad that you have chose JIPMER. You're going to be the face of the future JIPMER and you're going to bear the JIPMER flag high. We hope that we will bring out the best from you and you all will come out with flying colors at the end of the 5 years. God bless you and thank you all once again.
Thank you, Dr. Ila Murugan. That was brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now conclude this ceremony on a patriotic note by standing for our national anthem. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Thank you for being a part of this memorable day. Have a wonderful day ahead. But before I let you go, I now invite you all for refreshments served in the dining area outside the auditorium. Thank you.